Booming Thunder Radio, where we groove as the spirit moves. Yeah. Drawing the honey from the rock with the righteous Reverend Doctor on Booming Thunder Radio. Welcome back to the Fourth Watch, mighty friends. Yes, Brother TC, coming at you live. Yeah, Booming Thunder Radio. Yeah, I hope you are ready to receive all that you were created to become in the Father's perfect time. Yeah, never our own time. May He reveal in the Word the way He walked with you upon the earth. And as you study the Word, let Him reveal to you, mighty friend, the things you did with Him together and you didn't even realize it. And now that you begin to realize these things, and now when you walk, a faith and confidence in your heart, a magnification of a number beyond imagination of a carnal man's mind. These are the treasured moments that we, the us, long for, and our grandsons and our greatest of grandsons, even our very sons' hearts. So what about the oracle concerning Egypt? That great power of the Pharaoh, mighty Jehovah gave him all the power of heavens in the earth. And they enslaved men, built stone-carved monuments, built towers up into the sky, that they could tower over men's hearts with the spiritual evil in their minds. Behold, mighty friends, mighty Jehovah is riding on a swift cloud and is about to come to Egypt. The idols of Egypt will tremble at his presence, and the heart of the Egyptians will melt within them. So the eyes will incite Egyptians against Egyptians, and they will each fight against his brother, and each against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. Then the spirit of the Egyptians will be demoralized within them, and the eyes will confound their strategy, so that they will resort to idols and ghosts of the dead, and to mediums, and to spiritualists. Moreover, the eyes will deliver the Egyptians into the hand of a cruel master, and a mighty king will rule over them, declares Yahushua HaMashiach, yea, the God of hosts. The waters from the sea will dry up, and the river will be parched and dry. The canals will emit a stench. The streams of Egypt will thin out and dry up. The reeds and rushes will rot away. The bulrushes by the Nile, by the edge of the Nile, and all the sown fields by the Nile will become dry, be driven away, and be no more. Yea, we loose them of their evil to sift their own worshippers, of those that forsake mighty Jehovah. Yea, that the very gods they serve be released upon them in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. Yea, that the Father of lights would make the pantheon tremble this day. And the fishermen will lament, and all those who cast a line into the Nile, yea, they will mourn. And those who spread nets on the waters, yea, will pine away. Moreover, the manufacturers of linen made from combined flax, and the weavers of white cloth will be utterly dejected. And the pillars of Egypt will be crushed. All the hired laborers will be grieved in soul. The princes of Zoan are mere fools. The advice of Pharaoh's wisest advisors has become stupid. How can you say to Pharaoh, the eyes are a son of the wise, sons of ancient kings? Well then, where are your wise men? Please let them tell you, and let them understand what Yahushua HaMashiach, yea, our God of hosts, has proposed against Egypt. Yeah, go ahead. Tell us. The princes of Zoan have acted foolishly. The princes of Memphis, ye are deluded. Ye, the promised land, and they corrupted it with a pyramid full of quacking ducks with yellow feet. Those are the cornerstone of her tribes, have led Egypt astray. Yeah, the quacking of the ducks, the shooting of the shotguns. Mighty Jehovah has mixed within her princes of Zoan and these princes of Memphis, yea, these cornerstones of her tribes that led Egypt away, mighty Jehovah has mixed within her a spirit of distortion. They have led Egypt astray in all that it does. As a drunken man staggers in his vomit, there will be no work for Egypt. Which head or tail, palm branch or bulrush, they may do. In that day the Egyptians will become like women, and they will tremble and be in dread because of the waving of the hand of mighty Jehovah of hosts, which he is going to wave over them. The land of Judah will become a terror to Egypt. Everyone to whom it is mentioned will be in dread of it, because of the purpose of mighty Jehovah of hosts, which he is proposing against them. In that day, do you hear? In that day, 5 cities in the land of Egypt will be speaking the language of Canaan and swearing to mighty Jehovah of hosts. One will be called the city of destruction. In that day, there will be an altar to mighty Jehovah in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar to mighty Jehovah near its border. It will become a sign and a witness to mighty Jehovah of hosts. In the land of Egypt, and they will cry to mighty Jehovah because of oppressors, and he will send them a savior and a champion, and he will deliver them. Thus mighty Jehovah will make himself known to Egypt, and the Egyptians will know mighty Jehovah in that day. They will even worship with sacrifice and offering, and will make a vow to mighty Jehovah and perform it. Mighty Jehovah will strike Egypt, striking but healing. So they will return to mighty Jehovah, and he will respond to them and will heal them. In that day, do you hear? In that day, there will be a highway from Egypt to Assyria, and the Assyrians will come into Egypt, and the Egyptians into Assyria, and the Egyptians will worship with the Assyrians. In that day, do you hear? In that day, Israel will be the third with Egypt and Assyria, a blessing in the midst of the earth, whom mighty Jehovah of hosts has blessed, saying, Blessed is Egypt, yea, the treasured and chosen people of mighty Jehovah, and Assyria, the work of mighty Jehovah's hands, and Israel, yea, the inheritance of mighty Jehovah, the love of his chosen people, praising him, moving in his his Son's everlasting glory in their hearts. Yea, that the fullness of each treasured vessel upon the earth would receive that cleansing of the everlasting glory, the living word in a man's heart and mind. Yea, that this living word would reveal the unknowable Father. Yea, the fullness of the Son, when he comes back upon the earth, when we have made the remnant ready together, all our children prepared to live forever upon the earth, as Adam and Eve did for almost a whole 1,000 years. Let it be thousands and thousands in each of our treasured children's hearts. In each of the old wineskins may they be transfigured in a twinkling of an eye. In the miracle of glory of the firmament in a man's heart and mind, the living word made flesh. The faith beyond a carnal man's understanding. The love of the word, the truth pulsating as pure gold in our veins. As we walk looking for the saints, that we may put our hands upon their heart and upon their head, and thrust the swords of truth within them, and kill the beast within them, remove their head, that the mind of the anointed Son himself, the hope of glory, would be upon their shoulders as they raise their family and children in the way of righteousness and truth. This day in the word as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years with mighty Yahovah, this day in the everlasting glory of his Son, living and breathing, made flesh, circumcised, this day witnessed by the Elijah ministry, Spirit, a hind on the run, an instant, and it's finished.